they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rodney Gunter with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Play action. It's Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now it's Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Newton. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at his short route.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to...
And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is caught inside the 5. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Rosen to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. An exciting week with a divisional round coming up on the NFC side of things, Charles. Dallas at L.A., the Rams. Philadelphia at New Orleans. What do you think?
Well, I can't wait because Dallas at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams feel like they've gotten their mojo back down the stretch on offense. Dallas feels like they can pound and bruise against anyone with Ezekiel Elliott carrying the load. That's going to be a marquee game. And how about Philadelphia and New Orleans, the defending Super Bowl champs? Here comes Nick Foles again. New Orleans, the #1 seed at home. They don't lose at home in the Drew Brees, Sean Payton era in the playoffs. This is going to be fun. Remember, they played earlier this year, and New Orleans wiped out Philadelphia.
And you'll be calling that game. Enjoy it, partner.
Can't wait.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, CD, one thing you and I haven't discussed now that we are in the playoffs now, You know how the start the draft is going to go. You look at the top 5, Arizona, San Fran, Jets at 3, Raiders, wherever they may be at 4, Tampa Bay 5. What are your thoughts?
Well, immediately, this is going to be different in 2019 than 2018 because in 2018, it was all about the quarterbacks. I don't think that's going to be the case. You just mentioned the top 5. You can make a legitimate case that in the top 5, none of those teams are in the market to select a quarterback. So now, who is? I think you got to get to number 6 with the New York Giants. That's where the quarterback market begins.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chandler Jones in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to go. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funches, 39 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shifted.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Thomas barreling ahead, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner begins starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Cardinals have broken the tie. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2.
Over!
Rosen will throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They will go for it. Now Newton. Looking deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Addison in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They go play action. It's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl?
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On second down, Rosen. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Fourth down, here's Rosen, and he's got Gresham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting it in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, Charles, the All-Pro team was announced a Friday before the playoffs started. Aaron Donald, the only unanimous choice. Let's see, the Chiefs had 4, Bears had 4. What stuck out to you about the All-Pro team?
Well, it's such a great year for Drew Brees at quarterback for New Orleans, the #1 seed in the NFC. Yet he's only second-team All-Pro because Patrick Mahomes had a magical season in Kansas City and deserved to be the #1 guy. How about the Chicago Bears going from worst to first in the NFC North? 4 players making the All-Pro team led by Khalil Mack. And then when you talk about rookies, the Colts had 2 that made it, in Quentin Nelson, their offensive guard, and Darius Leonard, their linebacker.
And that'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past one man. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Rosen on 1st and 10. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now.
Rosen now off the bootleg. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Newton. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Here we go. Gun.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Newton to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got more.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now it's Rosen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 4, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now that we sit in the postseason, let's talk about some of these awards we've been hitting on all year, Charles. MVP, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback of Kansas City, Drew Brees, quarterback New Orleans, and Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. I ultimately think that Mahomes wins this award. I think he distanced himself late in the season from Brees, and it's hard for a defender to win the MVP.
Rookie of the year, Barkley, or does Mayfield have a shot?
Personally, I would give it to Barkley because he's been there all 16, but Mayfield made Cleveland relevant, put them in a position where maybe we were even talking about the playoffs, and boy, the excitement level has really ramped up. I would not be surprised at all if he walked away with the award.
Lastly, what about Coach of the Year? Does Frank Reich have a shot after starting 1-5 in Indy?
He should be in that conversation, shouldn't he? But I think ultimately it comes down to Matt Nagy in Chicago and Anthony Lynn with the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Nagy's going to win it because the Chargers were picked in preseason to actually win their division or contend. The Bears were not.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. A final shot before the break. Newton throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Third down, here's McCaffrey.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run with McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards it. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And just shutting him off there. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Wes Horton in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Play action here with Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Caught left side, Williams. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Wes Horton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rosen off the play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And the West Coast.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Off play action, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Set. Green 39.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, while we have a second, let's look ahead to the divisional round of the AFC. Of course, Indianapolis and Kansas City kicking things off. And, Charles, the Colts 4-0 all-time versus KC in the playoffs. They're becoming a pretty trendy pick.
They really are, and a lot of it is because of the strength of their offensive and defensive lines, not to mention how Andrew Luck is playing in his comeback season here in 2018. But Kansas City, the #1 seed, they're seeking to break that trend of losing games in the playoffs at home that they shouldn't. This is another opportunity with Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
Speaking of losing games in the playoffs, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers 0-7, including the playoffs against New England with Tom Brady at quarterback. Can they stem the tide?
This is their opportunity. No better chance for the Chargers to get it done. As I always say to you, if not now, Chargers, when? Even though it is going to New England.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Newton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rosen now off the bootleg. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A nice gain of 21 yards. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing the dance, almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Rosen to throw again. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Well, with that incompletion, Charles... Big story, as it always is come January. Head coaching changes around the NFL. If you count the situations in Cleveland, in Green Bay, that's 8 openings all told.
And that's about the number people were starting to predict somewhere around mid-season. I think out of all of them, the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati, he had been there for 16 years. Many thought he might stay, but it seemed like it was a mutual deal where he decided to step down. But out of all of them, there may be 1 or 2 that may recirculate within the league and be a head coach at another spot.
Tough for Steve Wilks after just 1 season to be let go.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often in this league. He was the unfortunate recipient of way too many injuries on his team. Never got a chance to get off the ground.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go!
Now Rosen on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Rosen on first and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Again, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's you.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here. Here's Newton. His throw incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. It's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Gone!
On first down, it's Rosen. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Phillips, 63 yards. And the Cardinals add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will...
I see the best of them jammed up. 25 life in the cast up. Never met